Good morning, toy enthusiasts. It is Monday, January 22nd, 2024 here in Ocala, Florida. Wanted to start the week off by letting you guys know that we are starting a new series. We're going to do a sort of spotlight, if you will, on different sections, different genres, different items, whatever we kind of really feel like focusing in on a particular day or time. The videos will just be uploaded like we've been doing, just so you don't have to go hunting for them. They'll be on our Facebook and Instagram, especially TikTok. That's where it'll all start. But I thought today we would focus in a little bit on how we get our inventory. We get asked that pretty much daily. People asking if anything in here from our original collection, how did we get started, and all of that. So I thought we'd just kind of start there and then zoom in on other things as we continue on. So we started back in 2014. Kelly, when I first met him in 1998, I believe it was, he was already collecting and he was selling things on eBay. And as time went along, he decided that he wanted to do the storefront. It was something he'd always thought about growing up, and he thought it would be kind of cool. And after many years of working for other people and doing things in the corporate world, we decided, why not? Let's give this a shot. And so he began Vintage Toy King in 2014. We moved into a little spot, most of you know is the original side, we call it. And a lot of the items at that point were things that he had already collected and was kind of hoarding at the house, and ended up here. So I would say that I don't think there's anything left from the original collection in the store, because again, that was nearly 10 years ago at this point, and if it's sitting around that long, probably shouldn't have had it. So anyways, jumping forward, how do we get our collection now? How do we get the selection in here that we've got, which as you can see is immense. 90% of the time, we will buy and trade with people that come through the door. We get people bringing items in, usually once or twice a week. Sometimes there's a little bit more action. Sometimes there's a little less, just depending on what's going on in the world. But people will bring items in. We take a look at the items, the condition, because we do care about the condition, because we know that there are going to be children and other adults that you don't want to send something home that's not in decent enough condition, to enjoy for your own collection. So we look at the condition really closely. We do pay based on what the item is currently selling for, or not selling for, sold. We go by that because it helps give us an idea of what we're going to price it for here in our store. And typically what we end up doing is paying half of what we're going to put on it here in the store. So if we paid, well, he's not a good example. If this guy comes to the store, we paid probably about 25 or so, and we put a sticker price on it of 50. I mean, you understand what half means. So generally speaking, that's what we will pay, because we have found, being in business now for almost 10 years, that has been fair for both us and for the people looking to make some money on their stuff. Kelly will also go to toy shows and hunt for things there. Typically, he might pay just a little bit more for stuff at toy shows, but hey, if it's what you guys want to see in the store, sometimes we will take a little bit of a less margin just to make sure we have items in here that everybody can appreciate. Let's see, how else do we get items? I go hunting in the mornings. Sometimes I will go to 2 or 3 places that I like to hit and just kind of check and see what treasures can be found. Most days are pretty good. There's stuff everywhere, guys. It's crazy how things get tucked into nooks and crannies of people's homes, and then they find them and get rid of them and do whatever with them so that other people can find them and enjoy them. So any other ways? On very rare occasions, we'll order something on eBay for somebody just because it's really difficult to find, and Kelly is so good at finding things for reasonable pricing and working his magic. So on occasion, but we don't order things online just to bring inventory into the store. We've found that just doesn't make sense for us. We just enjoy more so the surprise of what's going to come through the door. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough with me this morning. I hope it brought some insight to you as to how we do get our selection, our great inventory here in the store. We appreciate everyone that brings items in. We appreciate everyone that buys items and takes them out. And we look forward to seeing what's next. And speaking of which, keep an eye out for the next upcoming video. We'll see where we go. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great